Now in libraries we are going to create new files, dot files, like authentication part we are going to do. So auth dot done, and new file home page dot. I think we will get in build source main Android manifest, right? we, we will get this here. Okay, all good. Okay, now we will go to appwrite docs. We are in flutter, so get started for flutter. Let's check. We have created our appwrite project and added to our flutter platform. That's great. And Android. Okay, here we need to add this part. Everything will be here. Manifest application will be in the manifest, Android manifest.xml. We will get there. We need to add this part, activity part only. We need to copy, and then go to Android manifest. Here we have the activity part, right? We are going to control V. After pasting this activity part, go back to the docs, and then next part is, uh, we already did this. Okay, we need this actually. Okay, where we gonna paste this is in authentication dot. We need to get this appwrite endpoint project ID now. So let's go to appwrite's project ID, click copied, and paste this. Done. And we need endpoint. We need endpoint. And API endpoint is the default when we created our project, so leaving it as usual. Now what? Coming to the real part, we need to create an user. Create user. This is comment part. Okay, we did this part successfully, and we are going to make our first request. So click the copy the code and come back to this and paste here. Wait, this is asynchronous function, so we need to add future function. Future create user. Async. Sync paste here. Okay. Now future we need to indent this part. Now we can create our user, but before that, for testing purpose, that means we need to create new user, right? uh, we are just creating a button which will create a new user, which is not will be in the app part, but for the testing purpose we are going to make the stateless widget. Import, just hard code this line for understanding purposes. We are going to import a package from flutter to use material. We are going to use material. What material is button? We are going to use material of button, and which is stateless widget. So class home, we are naming it as home page. Extends stateless widget. Great. Const, we are calling it here home page in the super key, per dot key. Okay. Now what? We need to call an object at the rate of override. Sorry. Now we need to function that uh, stateless widget button. So we are giving the function widget build context. If you are familiar with the Dart language, you will get to know how important that uh, using first letter B as capital and C as capital. When you use this, uh, and now return, what we want to return is scaffold. In here we need body centered parameter, and then in the child we need text box, text button, we need text button, and in the text button we need some text. It is also in child, so text widget, and the text is create user. Now after UI is UI is like this, but we need, after we have this text button create user, we need to give functionality. on pressed, what it need to be done. Okay, comma, we need indentation here. This is the code we need to create, right, to create the UI create user. We will, after this UI, we are getting the main page as this main page we are getting the UI Flutter demo homepage. See, you can find it here. Flutter demo homepage and its class homepage state widget here. We need to redirect in we need to redirect that homepage as a first view of this. Okay, we have created text create thing and not yet given the functionality to it, just we have on pressed. We will commit, we will go to main dot dot. You know, we are getting this page layout, we don't need this layout, so we need to uh, clean this code. That means we need to all this code we are going to remove. Okay, done. uh, const we are going to change it as what we gave home page. We gave the function as home page. uh, Even title also we are going to change later, so for now we are removing it also. And then I think this comma is not needed. Done. Done, I think. Where we are getting this home page is from homepage dot here. It is telling that home page not is a not an class. What we need to do is it will show error if you don't didn't import the home page. You need to import this page, import homepage dot to the main dot, so that you can get the UI. Let's run this, run without debugging. After refreshing you will get this create user kind of thing. Let's see the terminal what is going on, so that, sorry, output, we need output. The button is working, I think. So, guys already mentioned that we gave the functionality, but where does it function? We didn't give that. So for that, in auth we have this function create user, right? We are going to use that create user capital U, you'll get there, and indentation showing error isn't defined for the home page. Then dot okay. Same problem. We need to import auth dot dot. It is not taking automatically, so you need to manually in problem section when you take the idea import library auth dot dot. Now your problem is gone. Okay, for now it's okay. Now let's see what will we get. We got asynchronous suspension create user account create connection refused. Why is I'm resolving it by problems so that we can get this correctly. Let's see debug console. We started created. Yes, we got new user created. Make sure you don't have any problems with here. You will get the problems, but you need to debug. But here we can debug automatically by its intelligence. So if you go to again, let's create another user. Create debug console created new user created. Okay, now we got our request successfully. That's great. You can see here email, phone, password. Let's check in the appwrite users. Yeah, here we got this user from here. That was successful request we made to the appwrite. Okay, let's move forward. I already mentioned this is the test. This is for only testing purposes. We need an login UI, sign up UI pages. So I'm creating a new folder like views, new file, login dot dot. Let's create a simple UI. So let's call the class create login page extends. Again, we are using stateless widget. Here I'm looking, and then const login page same super key dot key parenthesis. Now we need a override function. The rate override, and then we're calling the widget build context. We will modify our UI after this, after basic to do if we wanted. Return scaffold an app bar. I'm calling an app bar. Bar having title. We need title. What title is in text widget, not data. We are calling it as login. Great. I think it's nice. Further, we need to add the body constraints. We are using column children. Okay, I forgot to use this syntax. We need to use uppercase when we are calling something. And then text form field, and then decoration. Decoration having put decoration label text. Email. We need parentheses. After this, comma, same as text, same as email format. We need an another one for password. We need intent. Okay, copy paste here. Change this as password. After this, we need what we need to elevate button. We need an elevate button and functionalities on pressed. We haven't given any function to it now. Child inner text is login. Sorry, I'm not following the indentation, so please follow this. And we will get there. If you wanted to see this under override widget is same return, and then app bar and body will be same. Please consider this indentation so that you will not get any error. Now we need to route this login dot to main page, as we have main part here. So we need to reroute them. Okay, by using routes. By using routes, we can redirect these pages accordingly we wanted. Now for the slash, user need to see login page first, right? So build further context at routing to home page. Nice. And for after we need login. Again context. Sorry again. Routing to login page. Okay, I think it is better to use this capital P. It's change in login. Capital P, capital P. Great. Let's see how it will work. I think there is no need of this line. So let's comment it down. Okay, Control S. We need a comma here. We need a comma and that's it. Login page is method. Let's leave it as small p. Okay. No, I think I didn't. We are not getting any problem here. Let's have the uncheck operators. Also testing errors. Our app is working, but if user, if any user comes, we need to get login page first, right? So let's change Control S and restart. Okay, let's see the emulator now. Great, we got this. Nice. Now I added the row also for sign up button. Even though we don't have any functionality or for the sign up function, let's create UI first. But this is not a good practice to do. First we need to make function and then build an UI. Okay, now just type outline. We need outline of the box. Outlined button on paste. Child text sign up. Nice. But sign up. Now we need this aligned. Like sized box. Let's give some width. Width of 20. Let it take some default value. Now we are missing with indentation. we are missing something. Make sure while indenting, and also okay, we got sign up page, login page, but it was side it bit it this side, left side. So we need to make it align into the center. Okay, let's write main axis alignment to the center, dot center. Okay, now we got into the middle. And after this, we need to make the functionality for this. So we need to create a function. For that, we are going to create new file, sign up dot. Before giving the function to the sign up page, we have some bugs here. Basic thing, when we type password, we don't get this type of view. We need to hide that. So go to the text form field of password and make it obscure text true. That's it. And for email thing, we need to make it as uh, keyboard type text input email address. That's it. Let's take it once. Okay, nice. As we created sign up dot, let's make stateless widget. Okay, it was not taking automatically, so let's type it manually. Plus sign up extends already typed, so no worry. Const sign up super dot key. This sign up page is similar as login page, just we need to change the text. me. Let's change it to sign up. And we need to add some things. Here it is sign up. Now this is login. We need to make a route here in the login. Navigator dot push named context. Let's give the root. Okay, we are getting this, so let's change the line. Page name is sign up. That's great. We okay. Let's see. We need to recreate the login and sign up thing. Let's go to main dot and tell that sign up route to go to the context routing to page. Okay, let's check whether navigator is working or not. Okay, this is in login page. We need to go to sign page. Let's click on sign up. Yeah, this was redirecting, but navigation part we don't want it to see. Okay, let's handle it. Okay, this is satisfying. Okay, uh, let's do some controller part for email and password things. Now before scaffold we need to write this text editor editing controller of email controller equal to text editing control. Likewise, we need to copy this, Control C, Control V, change it to password controller, and we need to use them in the text form field. This is for email, so controller email controller. Now for password, controller password controller. That's great. Now UI part is ready. We can go further, giving the functionality to this and connecting it with the appwrite. Actually, while creating user, we need to get these things as function type, not as string type. You can see type is string, but we don't want a string. It is not recyclable or reusable, so we need to make them as functionable. So let's add inline function of create user, string name, comma, string email, comma, string password. These are the necessary things while we are creating an password. Okay, let's change this. Already we have given the inline functions, so we can directly say this email. It will take. Now get out of the string and come as a function, email. Name. That's it. We are having any problem? Yeah, we are going to check this now after our dot. Control S. We are getting this context found. We have to match this. We have given access to the registration part, but now we are going to use the login part. Commenting of login user and come down, same as register, but we are going to use email and password things only. Future login user, what kind of strings we need, string email, sorry, string, this kind of string we need, capless, password, async, same as this thing. Let's control C. Using try and try catch method, we will be able to where the error is happening. So this is the efficient method we should use. We are eliminating this part because we didn't define in inline. Password, we need just password. Shit, man, here we coded wrong, so change it to this. Control S. For now we need to go to main dot and let's add this thing, home context. Talking to home page, comma. That's it. That's it for the main page, and we are going to login dot, and here I think everything is done. Now we need to change things in sign up dot. Actually, we have this part uh, email, but we added name also. So let's copy this. Control C, Control V, name. We need to close these things. Done. And also then we need to add this text controllers, text editing controller, email controller equal to text editing controller, comma, same. We need three things, that is email controller, name controller, password controller. So copying this code 3 times, control V, control V, name controller, password controller. I think name controller, it was showing something wrong in here. Okay, let's add this. Because of unused thing, it was showing like that, I think. Name controller, as already mentioned, we need to have a change here. We need this thing as elevated button. We are not going to use this anymore, so this is going to be neglected. If it is there, we are getting errors, so let's get rid of that. Control S. Yeah, okay, we got this. Nice. Name, email, password. We need to add controllers for this. After that, let's go to the sign up page. We need some modifications here. Let's check. We have added all the controllers added for name controller, but we need all the controllers. Controller, what, email controller. Okay, here now controller password controller. Nice. And in this function, we need to use create user and its functions, inline functions. We are going to use name controller, not name. Okay, name controller dot text. And email controller email controller dot text. Password controller dot text. Actually, we created register user, login user, logout user, but we didn't change the session type of thing. Here we created sign up, and then login also we created user, logout also we created user. That was the wrong we did. It was dumb. Let's change this. For registration, that was same. Use try and catch method to get the errors and update it. Now for login user, create mail email session so that we will get only asked email and password. Let's now check out this, how it will work. Sign up cat kitty email.com. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. There is nothing showing on my page. Let's see what will happen here. Nothing done. Only the same user and see. Now let's try. Let's reload. Cat kitty at the rate of email.com. Password. Let's get sign up. Did anything happen? Yeah. Let's check here. Nothing happened. Now we can create new user. Let's check another time. Annie. Annie. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sign up. New user created. Let's check out the browser. Annie. Success. That's great. Satisfying. This is satisfying thing. Now let's get back to the work. We are successfully creating our create user, but after creating we need to go to the login page. So let's do here in signup dot here, not here, right? Really, let's, for the sake of understanding, navigation part we will do here. uh, Function is to navigate dot push context where to login page. Already in our main dot. Let's close this with indentation. It is not navigate, it is navigator. Named. Sorry for this dumb coding. Let's again check our app working as we required. Yeah, it is taken to that page. Hey, at the rate of email.com. Password 13425678. Sign up. Yeah, we are getting new user created and also we are redirected to login page. That's great.